folder from the server side, we have to fix something in the index.jsx because we create the paper secret client ID here. So we want to get that client ID from the API when we fetch from the client side. That's why it is authenticate that we are using paper app. So I will do index.js here. Say I have code here, so I will add comment and I will explain you. This is the paper payment API for client key. So it is just API select convert select paper API key endpoint, and it will has request and response. If it is that endpoint is request, it will send the paper client ID through the API response. So I will go and show you localhost 3000 with the API get config. So we got our key. So this key will be used in the client side when we click. So it will be consuming that client ID site. So we will go into the place order. So when we click, so we should get the client ID. So first of all, we have to define the client ID in order to get the ID from the server. Okay, so set the client ID. Set client ID. You will use state as a null. So here we need to use useEffect. So as I understand, as I explained you before, useEffect is using for the when we fetch that component, when we call that component, that useEffect will be work automatically as a initial state. So we can fetch the paper client ID using useEffect. So but I will create another function called get paper client ID function. Paper client ID. So that function is using asynchronous because we have to request, make a network request. Okay. I need to do with the arrow return function key, and inside it we will make a response RESPONSE response. That response will be await AOZAXIOS dot get the we will use basic here, base URL BSE base URL. This base URL will be imported from the constant base URL as we see this one. Okay, so we have imported AOZAXIOS and then get base URL slash API slash USS UNFIG config slash PA1PL the URL. Okay, so we got our response back from the server. At this time we will say const fetch client ID will be respond dot data. So we got our data, so we can say set client ID will be that fetched client ID. So we have our client ID. So but we have to consume that function inside the useEffect. So we know that when we call that component, that get paper client ID is fetched automatically. So it assign client ID. So I will go and make changes a little bit here. So we have to say, so if the client ID is not null and it is client ID is there, we will work that button. If not, that button will be empty. So by doing that UN will be showing nothing. So by doing that, it makes sure that you are fetching the client ID from the server, and after you got, you will show that button. If not, user cannot make payment and cannot make checkout. Perfect. So right now we need to do as more like reduce for the order, because it will be like another state. Like you have to think about the order process. So in the order process, let's say so we have to create the reduce for the order. So first thing first, we have to create the constant. That's why we can foresee what we are going to do. Inside the order.js, in under the constant folder, I would define so we will do the order request first, like order order req. So that order request will have two things, like order success and order reset. So I will say order reset, and then order success, and then we may have like payment. For the order we may have like payment. So I would say order payment, order payment request, and then that order payment can be fail or success. Request fail or order success success. Then we will have another one, which is order detail fail. So I mean the order IQ request. Then so it will also have two things, like fail and success. Order detail fail or order detail and success. To make everything unique, I would say req fail and req success. So that is pretty much about for now. Maybe I will also do after user order, user can track their order from the order list order table. So I will make the same thing in here as well. So we will say order list required. So that order where list required can be fail list req fail fail or order list req success. So we may have these requests in the order reduce. So I will create the order reducer first. So I will create new file called order.js under the reducer. So for the reducer, we will import the order constant from the constant folder. So I would import import order request and the order reset and the order success, and another three thing, which is order detail request, order detail request field, and the order detail request success, and payment order payment request fail, order payment request success. So we may have these. Why it is okay, no, order payment request success from constant order. Okay, so we have our request, and also we will import order list request. So this is the order history, a kind of order list request fail and the order list request success. Okay, we need that one. So we have our request. So first I will create the order create reducer. So this will be order create reducer. C1ST const. I will make with export to use this function later. Order reducer. That will be every reducer they have state and the action. So the state will be first of all hold the order with the dictionary and the action ACTI1 action, and then it will has return with using arrow function key. So inside it we will have switch. That switch will handle the action type and the case order req. If the case is order req, we will return loading true. So at this time we'll make loading. Okay, we'll introduce user with the loading UI, and then case order is success. We will return for sure loading will be false because it's already success. And then success is SUCCESS, success will be true, and TRUE true, and the order data will be action.payload. So this is order success. If it is order fail, in case of ORDER, FAIL order fail, we will say return loading false, and the ERROR action 80. Okay, as a default we would say as a DEFAULT, I mean in case another one order ORDER RESET. In case order reset, we will return empty, and the DEFAULT as a default return state. Order, I think order request fee. What is order? So we need to make order request success, order reset, order fail. We need to create another one, order fail, order FAIL. So I will create order fail here inside the constant, because order might be failed sometime, right? So I will create the order fail. So we have to declare these into the expo const Control C, and then like this. Okay, so we have our constant. So these will be in the order reducer, and the order, okay, so another thing I will do is order DD reducer. So let's create the order DD reducer, expo const order dedil reducer reducer. Inside it we will do state as well, state, and the in that state we will have loading true, and the shipping address will be empty state, and the order items ITMS item will be array list, and then we will have the action. So we will have arrow function key. So inside it we will also have the switch like we use in here. So I would say I will copy, and the instead of request set, I order DD request. Order DD request. This order DD request can be success, REQ success, or can be fail, request F fail. So it will return as it, therefore it will be returning the state. So this is about the order DD reducer. And the order payment reducer, we will create the order payment reducer. So I will copy the same thing, and this is where the order payment. So there will be a state and action, empty state. We don't have so in here we will have ORDER, order order payment request, success. If it is success is true, and if it is fail, order payment request fail. If it is this one, ORDER, order payment request success, we will say success true. So yeah, this is pretty much about order payment reducer. So we will do for the order list. Order list, ORDER list reducer. In the order list reducer, we will have the state will have the orders list. So let's say if I type action type, loading will be true, and this one will be ORDER, order list request. This order list request can have success, and the can fail as well. So at this time, if it is success, we will say ORDER S. This order data will be assigned. After that, if it is request fail, the error message will be assigned. So these are the pretty much about the reducer and the action we have to do for the action. So I will say order.js. So inside the order.js action, we will do the couple of things. So let's say I will import the same thing that we import in the order reducer. So I will go back here. So the same thing, I just import that, and we will create our first action, export const order action. So this order action will have parameter order with the ascent. For sure, we will have dispatch and the get state, and we will return with arrow function key. Inside it, we will use try and the catch the error. For now, I will say console.log the error. So inside the try block, I will dispatch order request first, so we will get the loading for that. Type will be ORDER, order request. Okay, so we will get the loading, and then const, we will say we need the user pair token, because only authenticated user can make the order. That's why I will say const user info. I will try to fetch the user info from the user login reducer. Okay, that's why I use get state. So we will say get state dot user login reducer. We will import user login. No, we don't need user login reducer. We have user, yes. So user login action. So for the reducer, we have user login reducer. Okay, so I will copy to make exactly here get user reducer. So we got user reducer here. Then I will get the user info. So by doing that, we got the login authentication user from him. So and then I will say config. In this config, just add in the header with the bare user authentication token. So I would say header as header. In the header JSON, I would add content type application JSON. So for the authorization, I will add the bear token. So for the authorization, I will add bear token like this, like authorization bear user info select token. So we got our token from the authentication user. After that, I will create the I will create the AOZ network request like data, and the AOZ I have to import AOZ dot post and the base URL as well. So ABI select order. So that base URL is coming from constant base URL. So when we create the ABI select order, we will go to the ABI folder. This is the server folder, route, and the order. As you see, index.js ABI select order, this order go to order route. So that order route has the main route, so it will call to the main route. So we will send the order item, shipping address, payment method, and price tax to the price, and these will be create new order in the inside the MongoDBs. So this is pretty much about it. So I call that API. So I will minimize the API again. So I will close. I will go back here. So this is the data we got from the server. Then I will dispatch the success and the cart item clear. Okay, so I will say cart item clear. So after that, I will say I will dispatch, and I will dispatch the order. The order will be set and the data will be sent to through there. For the item cart item clear, after that we have to clear the item. So I will import that from the impurd from the cart. Under the constant folder we have cart. So that cart we have cart item clear. Yes, cart item clear. So that cart item clear will do its work. Like in the redo in the cart, like when we call cart item clear, this one is, cart item will be empty list again. So something like this. So this one will create the order action, and so let's do for the payment, order payment. So this is order action, and this is will be order payment. This is order action. Okay, so after that we'll create the order action. So for the order action, I will not type the entire code again to save our time. I will show you. So I will show you here. I will minimize it. For the order payment, I create the order payment action. Every action we have, we can receive like different kinds of parameter. Here I receive order ID and payment result. So dispatch and get state. Because for the dispatch we can say order payment request, so it will be loading, and nothing happened because we sent that dispatch to the order reducer. We create the order payment here, so it will be loading through. So we will show the loading UI to the customer, and the after that we got user info using get state from the user login reducer. So we create the header, the same thing like we do above, and then we put the API select order select, that's order ID and the payment. This API I will show you again in the API folder. We have route order. So inside the route order we have I will show you the here order payment ID select payment, that's ID order ID, and then it's if it is the order is found in the MongoDB, we will say is bank will be true, and the bank at the date will be registered, and the payment reset will be also registered from the paper in the database. So this is pretty much about it. And for the dispatch, I would say order payment success and order payment success. So do we have order payment success here? Order payment request success. It should be order payment request success. Order payment request success, and the order delay action. So we have to import from the user about the user logout. I have, let's say, so we have action under the user. So I will import this one, user logout action, from the user. Here we have user login action and user logout action. So we bring that into our order action because we can work across from different action and different reducer. So this is order delay reducer action. So for the order delay action I will create later. So this one will be order payment request field. Okay, so after we make a order, so what we can do order delay action. I will also show you. I will not type from the line by line to make safe. So this is order delay action, order delay request REQ, and the order delay REQ request field. So we create we ask with the using ID of the order, and we try to find API select order select ID. If it we found, we send that data. So it's very simple. Like the order payment action, we can now include our order delay action with the order ID. So by doing that, we have make a network necessary request for the order action, order payment, and the order delay action. I will create another one, order list action. I will say action. So for the order list action, like I said, user want to see the order history in their dashboard or in their account. So I would create another order list action for that. So here we got the order list action, and we use dispatch and get stage. For the dispatch, order list request will be made, and order list request success, and order list request failed. So according to the API, so we got the API select order. So we will return the order list from the API, then reassign the payload as a data from the response. So that is pretty much about for the order.js. This is order reset and order fail. We don't use in here, so we can delete. So I would use the reduce inside the where it is place order. So inside here we will create the create order and approve function inside paper bottom. So inside the create order, let's say I will have like data and action. So for the data, I would say like this, and for the action, ACTI1S action with the arrow return key. So that action will return the result of the order that created. So I would say return, and then ACTI1S action dot order dot create. So this is the function that provide in the paper.js. So inside the create, I will have like patcher unit, PURCACC patcher unit, and then that unit will be a list. So when you go and check paper.js, real paper.js, sorry, my bad. When you go to the real paper.js, when you scroll down, you will see the thing that I'm doing. So here, okay, so here is like create order function. They just created by the server URL and everything. But for me, I create doing like this: data action and the return using the patcher unit. And then I will say inside it, I will say dictionary amount will be CURR currency code. We will use here USD. For you, you can say whatever you want. Like you can do as you wish. So TOTA. This is the price that we defined earlier in here. Total, like subtotal, and the tax price and shipping address, everything include, that's called total. So we use that total in our create order. So fine, and that will be good. And after we create that, if it is approved on approve, we will do the another thing called, we will have data and action as well with the arrow function key. So inside it, we will return ACTI1S action dot order. So dot cap capture, we will capture the order. Then another detail, we will have detail and success payment handler. So we have to create, after this is approved, we have to send request the API to the backend like we create in the Redux. I will show you where is the Redux order. Okay, so we have to create the order action. Yeah, so to make this order action, we can do directly here, or we can create the separate action here. I would prefer like separate action here. So I will create the const successment and the handler. So we will use essence for this, and py ment result payment reset will be passed through there, and inside it we will make try and the catch the error. So inside the try block, we will say set, we will say, let me see, we will say dispatch, DIMP dispatch. We will dispatch. Do we use dispatch here? No, we don't. So we will create the dispatch const dispatch use dispatch. So we can use that dispatch. Inside it, we will say order ACTI1 action that we created earlier. So inside it, we will pass the order items for der items will be crt cart items. So this will be order items from the cart, and shipping address will be cart.shipping and the shipping address, and the total price will be total. Oops, total price will be total, and we'll say payment method method. Payment method will be PayPal because we use here only PAL. So I will say like this, and the price is subtotal. So subtotal will be price, and the tax price we have to send tax price as well, and the shipping price. Shipping price will be SAIPP PRIC shipping price. So that order action will be dispatched after successful payment handler. Okay, after successful on approve from the paper React.js. So we would say like successful payment handler will be sending through using the DETAINS details. That should be function. Yeah, so we will use the function here. So on approve, we will say successful payment handler with the detail that we got from the paper, and we will send through the here. So send through here. With the dispatch, why order action is not defined. Okay, we have to import order action for sure. So this order action will be coming from im import or action from order. Okay, cool. So that action order will be okay. So payment reserve, I created the payment reserve. So we need to create one more thing, like payment reserves. So according to the payment reserve, we will make a like navigate to the payment reserve page. That's why. But for now, I will delete it. Later, I will use it. So for now, we are okay. So we will say console.log err. Okay, so perfect. So I will start testing the people. So it's working or not. I will just look. So for now, we will go to the MongoDB. So we will check that order. So I go into my MongoDB in order to see if it is working or not. Inside the order right now, it is empty. So I would feed the file. I will feed the. Okay, so we have got the error. SRC car.js does not provide an car item clear. Okay, car.js car item clear. Order will go to constant cart. Cart item clears. We only have cart item clears. Sorry, this is my mistake. I will go back order. Cart item clear. Instead of cart item clear, I would say cart item clear. Yeah. So what is the another problem? Maybe order reduce. Order reduce. And don't forget to register your reducer in the store.js. Yeah, I almost forgot. So I came back here you have to register your reduce, like the order order reducer and the order detail reducer. Oops, order detail no action, order detail reduce reducer, and the order payment reducer, and the finally order list reduce reducer. You have to import these four reducer that we just created. So after that, I will check out. Okay, I will click here, and everything is fine. I will say 1, so I have to pay the shipping price 20. So for the shipping address, I will say 123 EXAMPLE example, and CTEXAMPLE, and the post second 12345 and country EXAMPLE example country. And so make sure you use your sample account. When you test, you will have like email and password from the testing sample account, and I log in with the sample account. So my name is John, and this is a fake account and visa and everything. It's provided from people when you use sample account. So I would say complete budget. I think it's successful. Let me go and check. And so I don't have the order, so here we make something wrong, so it also doesn't reset. So when I check in the network, I found that we have got 500 internet server. So when we send the validation, the shipping address country is required. So which means that we haven't saved the shipping address here when we send the data to the server. When we click paper, we should save the data and then we will send the order. So yeah, so we have to do about that in our client side. When you send the payment, you have to save this information into the cart. Like we have removed from cart save shipping address action. So I will use that action, and then I will make the order. So this is the problem we should fix. Shipping address function, and I dispatch the save shipping address action using address CD and postal code and the country. So that method will be save the shipping address. So I call this method using the button. You will see I add the button on click save shipping address and the name or save shipping address. When I click that button, it will save the address. Then we can purchase. So I will show you from start. So I will add to cart. So maybe I will add another item here. So we have 2 items. So I will check out. So here that I just make test EXAMPLE example 1 2 3 example, and CD will be EXAMPLE example 1 2 3 1 2 3, and country will be EXAMPLE. So if I click, you will see in the application, so shipping address is saved there. So we have to save that shipping address. If not, you will get error when you make the purchase. So I will close for now. I will make a payment. So when we make a payment, you will have different option to pay. So this is a fake account that people support. So I will click. Then you see our order summary item has reset, and the cat has been 0. And let's check here. We will have order should be inserted. Yes, so it is order item has been 2 item is inserted here, and the shipping address is there, and the tax price, shipping to the price, and everything is there. So perfect. So we got our order under the order MongoDB. So So after that, we have to redirect the user to their successful page, and the user can check the order history. So this thing will be due in the next video. So this is all about this. Thank you guys.